Welcome back, guys. My name's Miguel, and this is
I'm Dorian, guys. What's up?
after a long time of us not showing up on social media, showing our
Yeah,
faces. We
yeah.
are back.
Yeah, long time no see.
I know. Hello, guys. How are you?
I think you gotta get that mic closer to you, no?
Okay. Let me see. Hello, 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 hello. All right, we're good.
All right.
Okay, so pretty much, welcome to our podcast. This is our first ever podcast. We're going to be talking about what we always talk about, which is what? Business as usual?
Finances.
Finances, business, entrepreneurship. And this is going to be the first podcast that we're shooting out. This one's going to be based on our experiences.
Yeah.
My experience, Dorian's
Yeah.
experience.
First two podcasts.
Yeah, first two podcasts going to be about us. We're pretty much going to be talking about, this one's going to be about a taco truck. My experiences dealing with it, what happened to us, the good, the bad, and the ugly, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the next one's going to be about
It's gonna about the dealership life.
dealership life, pretty much what you experienced,
Car
right?
dealerships. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be many videos to come. We got a lot of people lined up. We imagine that they're lined up. We think they're lined up, and I'm sure they'll be on call. So yeah, man. I mean, let's talk about it.
Let's get started. So today's topic is gonna be having a taco truck in Los Angeles, right?
Yeah,
We're gonna
man.
be talking about your experience, what happened, the good, the bad, the ugly,
Everything.
all that.
Jesus, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot.
Oh, and real quick, I know we've been out for a while, but we've had tremendous growth, like since we've been out, right? On YouTube, our
Oh yeah, most definitely. Our
YouTube, I know it's not that big, but we started off with like 5 subscribers, which was just me, you, and like family members.
Exactly.
And then like all of a sudden we're almost like at 400
Yeah.
without even trying.
Without even
And then
trying,
Our
yeah.
TikTok is what at 20,
I think we're
25?
reaching 20K. Yeah,
Yeah, like
20K.
25,000,
Yeah.
something like that.
We
And then,
slowed down a bit.
yeah.
We slowed down a bit because, unfortunately life happens and, we
Yeah.
had to go back to our normal 9 to 5s.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, talk about what you're doing right now, and I'll talk about me.
I'm back at the sales game pretty much. Back to what I know, what I could do, prosper and promote. So I'm back at the dealership life.
Yeah, he went back to that. Me, on the other hand, I went to trucking school, got my trucker's license.
That's what's
now
up,
I'm
man.
a trucker, but not really. I'm in the food service industry.
There we go.
So I mean, it's tough, man. I'm doing like 15 hours a day. I try to come out early, but I can't. There's just so much work. But I'm
bet.
blessed, man, because there's a lot of people out there. It's tough right now. There's some people out there, without not getting hours. I know other truckers, they're working at the port and, they're cutting their days, they're cutting their
Yeah.
hours. So, I'm blessed. Like, I know it's hard
That's-
work, but I'm
that's
blessed
good.
to have a job, have hours.
And I know you guys were like kind of like in shortage, I think during like the what happened.
During the pandemic.
So that's good, man.
Yeah,
That's good.
so-
That's what's up.
so
That's
I'm
making
glad.
money.
But, yeah, thank you guys for showing love, support, and, following us on YouTube, especially YouTube.
Exactly. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and hopefully you guys see benefit in our podcast. Hopefully we're gonna bring on a ton of people in, and we're gonna chop it up and talk about finances, businesses, small businesses, big businesses, crazy stuff that we have coming up. So
Yeah.
I mean, stay tuned. But
Oops. Yeah. All right. So without further ado, let's get started, bro. Let's
get
jump
started.
into it because I know people are waiting. They're like, "Who cares about that?" Let's get started.
Okay, let's get
with the
started,
whole
man.
Taco trucks stuff, the whole
All right,
incident.
for sure.
Not incident, but your
whole-
experience.
life experiences.
Okay,
man.
so let's get it. So my first question is, like everybody else, you talk about things like, oh, one day I'm gonna have my food truck, I'm gonna do this and that.
Exactly.
But like what pushed you, what motivated you to get your taco truck and all that, How did you get started?
Okay, so pretty much, everybody's working their 9 to 5, what we've been like pre-programmed to do, and just, work, go home, enjoy the weekend, and go back to work on Monday. Pretty much I got tired of doing the same thing repetitively. I was working at a dealership maybe 2014 to 2019, and I pretty much was tired of it. Just couldn't manage it anymore. It was fun, don't get me wrong. I meet new people every day. Every day is a different experience. But, repetitiveness is like, you're going to go crazy. It's like Albert Einstein said, right?
Yeah, dude. And I remember your first day at work, like your first 2 weeks were so bad, you wanted to quit. I remember that.
yeah.
I'm never gonna forget that you told me like, oh, I'm gonna give it like one more week and I'm gonna quit.
Yeah.
And then do it out of nowhere, like a month later, you became top sales.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
man.
insane. Like you came out with like no knowledge to becoming like a beast at your craft, at what you do.
Yeah, man. It's something that I always love to do. Just talking to people. It's not even at the end of the day for me. It's like you have to make a sale, right? You have to make money for the company. If not, why do they have you there? But it was just I love talking to people, and I think that's what we do,
Yeah.
and that's what we're here.
Yeah.
So I mean, one of the biggest motivators was that I got tired of working the same job, doing the same thing every damn day, like everybody else, that actually takes the plunge and takes the leap of faith and to doing something. So, I caught a big break and I said, you know what? It's time to do something. I hit the wall and I said, hey, you know what? I was talking to my father one day and he loves cooking and he's been working in the pretty much restaurant industry for quite a bit. And I said, hey, you know what? Let's take a risk. So
Your dad's one of the biggest risk takers I know. Your dad's
Oh,
down for
yeah,
anything,
man.
dude.
Oh, yeah.
Your dad, you tell him like, "Hey, let's do this." He's like, "Let's do it."
yeah,
You
if
know?
he had a motorcycle, he'd be wheeling it everywhere, man. Like, he's crazy, man. Yeah, but yeah, man, I saw that my dad pretty much hit the wall too. We were both tired of doing the same thing, and we know that we needed an escape. We needed in order to break the cycle. You got to level up. You got to apply pressure, and that's what we did. And we decided to take the leap of faith and start a business.
Okay, so that's what motivated you. So how did you get started? How did you
Oh, geez.
like? What was step number one? Like, okay, let's say tomorrow I'm like I'm gonna start a food truck. How do I start? How do I begin?
Okay, for sure, for sure. So pretty much, first and foremost, you gotta have a food truck, right? So what we did is we started seeking online where we could purchase one, and we found a place right here, local in LA, that I forgot the name of it. It starts with a K, something like that. But we went in, we pretty much designed the food truck to our liking. But guess what? It was almost $70,000 to $110,000 for what we were imagining.
So people are probably thinking, is it a cart? Is it a trailer? Is it that like the truck with like the engine and the whole?
Yeah.
That's what 75,000 to 100K or what?
Yeah, that's actually what
break it down.
what it was.
So the carts are like what, 20K?
Carts, used ones are between 20 to 40K, depending on what year, what condition you get them.
Okay, and the trailers?
And the trailers are going to be like, I'm sorry, the trailers are between 20 to 40K. We were looking at into them, and the actual trucks were pretty high. We're 60 to like $120,000 new or used. So guess what? We got to find a used one.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think those trucks, like there's like something that they're like old. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Busy man.
It's those trucks. Are they old on purpose? Like they're 80s trucks, but
Okay.
they're converted into like new trucks. I know it's something like that. I don't know. I don't know if you,
So pretty much a lot of the vehicles that are like the taco trucks that you see out there, they're old trucks. They're from the 80s. They're from the 90s. They just rebuild them, refurnish,
you manufacture.
remanufacture, rebrand them, refurnish, refabricate, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And they just do them to your liking. If you want a sink, a plancha, if you want like a space for a fridge or deep fryer, whatever it is, whatever you can imagine, they could do it for you. But you got to have enough money for that.
So you're running an old truck, right? So
Yeah.
so it's better. I would say it's better to get a trailer because I would think that you're having like an 80s truck. It's gonna break down or parts are gonna mess up. It's not like it's not
Okay.
like having a new like a new car, right?
So
Like
pretty
straight from the
much,
factory.
yeah, since it's used, I mean, they do give you warranty, but you're still going to have that in the back of your mind.
Always
Like
gonna
if
have
something
issues, huh?
breaks down, that's
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
So, having a trailer, you could get a van, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $8,000 van, and you could replace it. One day something happens to it, boom, rent a truck out, rent a van out, buy a van. And yeah.
And that's what you guys had, right? The trailer.
That's what we had. Yeah,
Okay,
we had
so what was your
trailer.
budget then initially when you guys started? When you guys said, okay, I'm going to start off, like what was your budget?
Damn. You know what? We didn't really have a budget
Because
in mind.
you didn't do the research, you didn't know the business?
Didn't do the research.
Okay.
Really didn't do the business.
Okay.
My dad was always fascinated with food. He always wanted to sell tacos. And you know what? We just took a leap of faith and we just said, it's going to be what it's going to be. And we ended up getting a trailer.
A trailer?
Yeah.
So first you guys went shopping and then you realized that you saw the prices and you're like, okay, maybe we have to budget. Okay, so that's what happened.
We went shopping. We saw the prices and we
You're
said,
like,
you know what? It's time to
whoa.
go back to work. We should have never left. But you know what? We kept searching online, Craigslist, or we just would pop up places where they actually park them overnight and talk to people. And yeah, we bumped into somebody that wanted to rent one out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Was this like was he like a big time taco dude, or is he like just like a small time dude, or a guy that was maybe retiring, or what? That was the business he was in, like renting out his trailer.
You know what? He actually had it was his own business. He used to work with his wife on it. On the trailer, but he said, you know what? It was too much of a headache. He had too many things going on, so he just decided to rent it.
Ah, okay.
So he just had finished renting it to somebody else, and you know what? We got lucky enough to pick it up. Yeah.
So what was the budget? What was the contract, or how
Okay,
did it work?
for sure.
Let's get into that.
So pretty much, it was gonna be too much out of pocket if we were to buy a brand new one. We probably have to put, like, they asked, about 30% out of pocket and finance the rest, which would have been like $20,000 to $30,000 cash and finance the rest. Which if we would have pre-programmed and saved some money, we could have done it that way. But it was a leap of faith, and we went with something a little bit less, with budget that we didn't really have, and we ended up leasing the vehicle, the trailer, for 6 months.
6 months, okay.
Yeah.
And what was the monthly payment on that? Just on the
Monthly payment, man. Let me take out the calculator. So monthly payment, we paid up front. We paid up front 6 months. It was $8,400. I just don't have the capacity right now to do the math, but it was $1,400 a month, which roughly 30 days, it would be roughly $4,650, around there.
Okay, so at least you gotta make $50 to come out.
Yeah, we got to make $50 to kind of like.
And that's just for the truck, right?
That's
Not
just for the truck,
not clean, like meat, all that, parking, all that.
nothing.
Okay.
No meat, no.
Jeez, okay.
no,
$50,
nothing.
dude, selling tacos. That's a lot of tacos.
Yeah, that's I'll tear up like 10 or 12
Wait,
tacos.
and this was how many years ago, so people understand
This was,
the timeline?
I believe, mid 2019.
2019?
Starting 2019,
2019, you could still get tacos for like $1.50.
Yeah, there's still some people selling them for
because
a little bit more.
now there's no way you can get tacos for $1.50.
man. No,
They're like
everybody's-
two and
yeah.
up, like $2.50,
Yeah,
$3
$2.50 and above, yeah.
Okay, that's just for some context. All right, so we talked about the budget, the prices on the different vehicles, taco truck, contract. Okay, so let's say I'm Dorian, right? I finally save up 50,000, whatever.
Okay.
I go buy my truck.
Okay.
Am I done? Am I good to go sell like tacos on the corner or go park anywhere? How does that work?
No, man.
I need permits or what?
You need permits. Most definitely, you do need permits. You need, like, depending where you live at, right?
Yeah.
Right here in LA County, you need your Serve Safe. You need your, if I'm not mistaken, it was like your chef certificate. You got to get a manager certificate. Just little things that the state requires. You got to know about the temperatures of the meat, the fish, how to separate it, all that good stuff. So you need permits.
Okay, so are you good in all LA County? Because LA County is huge for people that are not from here. LA County runs from what, Long Beach all the way to Lancaster?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Right?
Far.
East, I don't even know how far that is, but I know LA County is huge, guys.
I think LA County. I just think LA City. I don't know why. I guess I'm from the city here.
So does those permits count for all LA County, or does every city have their own jurisdictions and their own laws, like their own permits?
You know what? Those permits are for all LA County, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But every city does make their own rules, laws about what you could and can't do. In the city, within city limits.
Okay, so for example, let's give me like a very strict city, and what are the
Man, it's a majority of cities, but one very strict place that we encountered was the city of Alhambra. The city of Alhambra, man, it was a pain in the neck. Pretty much we went, it was our first time. We wanted to do it by the books, follow the law. And unfortunately, sometimes you got to bend the rules a little bit. Yeah. So, we showed up. Their law, their guidelines, pretty much it was during the time that LA County allowed, if I'm not mistaken, it was LA County that they allowed everybody to sell food in the street. There was a big battle going on, and we went to the city of Alhambra, and
for the street vendors, right? It was for the street vendors.
Yes, sir. They allowed us to sell in the city, but the rules were these. It was you could only park 15 minutes, and then after 15 minutes, you have to move 150 feet.
That's a joke, dude. 15. What are you gonna do? 15 minutes is probably the time that takes you to set up.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it
Right?
was. Yeah,
It's
we
like
couldn't even
set
heat
up and
the
then
stove,
you gotta
nothing.
go. Yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
So it was, they put their conditions and they put whatever they wanted to put. Why? I don't know why. I mean, who doesn't love tacos? But other than that, I would say like maybe they would think it would bring people from surrounding cities over.
Yeah. You think it's them protecting like their city and the restaurants, or you
yeah,
think
most
it's a way of
definitely.
like not trying to have taco trucks or make their city look dirty, or what do you think it is?
I think property value. I think
Property
property
value?
value making their city look dirty, and then some outbursts when I was in the pretty much trying to talk back and forth with them. They told me that they said, hey, you know what? We want the city clean, and that's one of the main reasons that they put these laws. They don't really want a bunch of catering trucks filling up their streets, which I mean, it's not bad. We're gonna bring money to the local economy, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So all you guys out there, do your research, because you might think,
definitely.
oh yeah, I can sell all LA County, but remember, every city has their own jurisdictions, and you might think, oh, I'm gonna sell down the street, and then you freaking invest all this money, you get these permits,
You get blown
just
out.
to find out that you can't
Fast.
even be down the street, you can't sell your own city.
Yeah.
So.
And that's cold. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do your research, guys. Like, we talk about this now that I'm older. When I was younger, I would just be like, oh, I want to do that. Like, I'm gonna hop
Yeah,
into
run
it.
it. Who
You
cares?
put this money in, it's gone, dude, because you didn't do the research.
Yeah.
Right. So
Listen
yeah,
over there
it's
in,
important.
cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
And pumps and
Yeah.
dumps.
Read the fine print, man. Okay, so the permits, the different the locations, right?
Yeah,
I think
most
we talked
definitely.
about the permits. Do you ever have like the city come down on you guys? Like,
Oh,
kick you
yeah,
guys
most
out?
definitely,
How was
yeah.
that? Like, do they bring the cops? What happens?
Pretty much it's the city inspector.
City
City
inspector?
inspector is the one that shows up. And when we got started, he did show up. And he let us know, hey, you know what? These are the rules. You got to be 150 feet away from the...
So they do enforce it.
Oh, yeah, they do enforce it.
And sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but do they enforce it? Like, you want to say like between 9 to 5, or can you come at night and get away with it? Or
Okay,
what?
yeah. So, one time they did show up 9 to 5. We respected it, and then we're like, you know what? Let's jailbreak the situation a bit. Let's come in after dark.
Yeah,
Let's see if they
after
show
hours,
up.
yeah.
They showed up a couple days after, and I think one of the biggest reasons that he showed up was that every time we would go back and park our trailer in the night, I don't say coworkers, but two people that had their businesses went up to me and they said, hey, you know what? Does the city allow you to park there? And I was just like, park where? And like, we're going towards our route and we saw you guys. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I don't know if it was little tattletales here and there,
okay,
getting
yeah.
a little
I
upset
can
that
see
they were
that,
driving a
yeah.
little too
I can
far
see
to go
that.
park
Yeah.
and sell their product. But whatever, it is what it is.
Or you guys parked like in a private prop. So you know what? I know a lot of people don't know this. So let's say, I guess the permits are for the street. What about private property? Let's say City of Alhambra doesn't allow me to park on the street.
Yeah.
But am I able to go to like a liquor store and be like, hey, can I park in your
Yes, you
parking
could.
lot? I can do that.
Yes,
So
you could.
That's fine.
So you just gotta consult with the city rules and regulations of what, like, you have to be a certain amount of feet from the street. You gotta have a whatever the rules are. Check with the city.
Okay.
Check with the person that approves the permits and print them out, council and
So
get
go
that
to
out
City
there.
Hall pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much, and that's what we did, and we thought that we got everything going because it was going pretty good right there. We had some weird experiences, but
I remember you coming heated some days, like, man, like these people don't understand the laws or this,
Yeah,
don't understand
yeah,
the rules.
yeah.
'Cause, I saw it on paper. It's like you're able to be there, but then like the people working there just don't get it. Like,
they don't get it. It was just so many things going left and right for us. But I mean, I guess that's I would say that's in any business, anything in life, But yeah, it was a headache.
okay, so dealing with the city was a headache.
Dealing with the city was a headache. You get taxed by the city, and then you get taxed by the block.
Well, yeah, we'll get into that later because
all right,
that
for
story
sure.
is those,
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I thought that was like a thing of the past, but I guess
No, it's still going on, but
All right, so let's go in order. So let's say I bought my trailer, right? I got the permits. I'm good to go. What other tools do you need? Like, am I just good with my trailer, or what other essential things do I need?
Well, pretty much for us,
yeah.
since it's a trailer, we needed a van with a pulley, of course, something to latch onto.
A van? What type of van? Like a freaking family van?
Man, no, like a cargo van, like a 3500, big
Okay.
boy V8.
Okay.
And then
You could pull a trailer with one of those? You don't need like a
Yeah.
truck or anything?
No, you don't need a truck. Yeah, I think it was like a little 16-footer trailer that we had, if I'm not mistaken. So it was pretty small.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty small. You also need generator, propane tank. Just normal things that would be in any standard trailer, fridge, all that good stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So a little generator is running the whole trailer?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
And try to get a silent one because the ones from what's it called? What's your favorite place? What's it called?
I don't want to burn it.
A little bit too loud, Take the
something-
expense and get a little Honda one.
Harbor something.
Yeah.
Right? Get a little Honda generator. Get a good
Little
one.
freight.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, man. That's about it.
What about anything else? Like any tools outside the trailer that you need? Do you need like a
Gee.
grill, or do you cook everything inside the trailer?
I mean, you could get a little grill depending what you get. Some other people that do catering trucks, they get like they have the little pineapple one that's for like al pastor.
Oh, the
whatever.
one that goes like
Outside.
circular,
Yeah. So that brings people in. We didn't have that. We would actually pre-cook some of the meat on a grill, so we could get like kind of like the charcoal taste on it, and then finish it cooking inside the trailer. And that's how we gave it, try to separate ourselves a bit from everybody else. So that was one of the things that we did for our trailer. Yeah.
Turning off my phone.
And yeah,
Okay, so as far as tools, that's pretty much all you need.
that's pretty much all you need. Yeah,
Okay.
you don't need nothing crazy. Yeah.
Nothing crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. We talked about that. Now, more permits. Don't talk about the tools. Okay, so the interesting thing that we talked about was gangs, and the food truck, and it didn't just happen in one place, right? Like,
It happened
tell them
in-
your story. Like, tell them your experience.
Okay, so I mean, some of the stories that had happened is that like the first week that we started selling, weird things, weird events kept happening. People came in asking to let us let them borrow our van battery. And then the next day they wanted to steal it. They're trying to break into the van while we're inside the trailer. So many weird things were happening that, I mean, I guess we're in the city, I don't want to call it the hood, but I mean, events like that happen, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, after we got kicked out of a certain place, which should we say the cities or what do you think?
I mean, you could be vague.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, let's say, for example, Huntington Park area, Bell area. That's one of the first places that we actually started, and we moved away.
That's because you guys got kicked out from. We
got kicked out,
the city,
yeah.
right? The city
the
was
city
pretty
got
tough.
kicked out.
Yeah.
People were upset, and it was starting to go good. I mean, it was like our second week. We're making like $700, $800 a day just
Damn,
starting.
that's
It
pretty
was
good.
It was a
Start
few
off?
customers, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't all. It was gross, but
Yeah.
it was something to
That's
see.
not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be motivated.
Oh
Like,
yeah, most definitely.
So you guys moved from Huntington Park and all that stuff to like
Yes.
what, South LA? I don't know.
Yes, around South LA, we're near a swap meet. We started at that location, and boom! As soon I don't know if it was the first or second day.
Yeah.
The tax man came and said, "Hey, you know what? I was born and raised here, and this is how it is." And I said, "Hey, you know what?
Damn.
It is what it is."
Yeah.
And and we have no issue, if we're making money and we're in somebody else's house, we didn't have any issue, we didn't have any problem. But unfortunately, we're just starting out. And since we took a deep dive and not really have anything planned or saved, we said, hey, you know what? Like, cut us a break. They didn't want to cut us a break.
Yeah.
They pressed us, and you know what? Instead of fighting back, especially with it being, family that was working there, we decided to move out.
Okay.
We decided to look for other locations.
And so how do these gangs work? How much money do they want from a taco truck? If you could talk about that. I mean, I never asked you, but
I mean, I can't say. It's just depending on.
is there a percentage that they want, or do they want like a fee, like a set fee?
I guess they want whatever somebody back there wants. I'm not too sure. I don't really want to get too much into
Okay.
it, but it's sometimes they need a donation, and Why not? You know,
It's
if we're making money, we're gonna donate to the cause.
Is that a weekly donation, monthly donation?
It was weekly, but
A
you
weekly
know,
donation?
weekly donation.
Damn.
But you know, we didn't want to do it, so
You guys
we
left?
moved somewhere else. Yeah.
Okay, so you just boom, you left overnight, huh? Screw it.
And we didn't say, you know, gang. It could have been a gang of crows. It could have been a gang of dogs. I don't know what kind of gang, but they wanted donations. You know.
Okay, so you think that was one of your biggest setbacks? You think?
It was kind of a thing that like not demoralized us, but it kind of like, you know, we started understanding how it is, what it's gonna be, and you know, we're gonna roll with the punches. You know, we see that if we have longevity in this industry and we wanted to, you know, we're gonna do whatever it took. So I mean, yeah. Yeah. And, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's not talk about that anymore. What about thieves? Did you experience any thieves or bad employees?
Yeah.
I know about some bad employees out there.
So man, we had, some employees or an employee that unfortunately, you know, put his hands in the cookie jar, the tip jar, and when we weren't looking, and I guess temptation is a killer, and I think that's in any industry, to be honest with you. I mean, I seen people where I worked at. It could be a drive-through restaurant, it could be a big corporation. You know, there's always a man in the back pocketing stuff legally or illegally.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's gonna happen wherever you go, unfortunately.
So is it hard to get good help? Find good help, like when you have a taco truck?
I don't think it's hard. I think you just got to take your time. You got to take your time with everything. And us, we're just rolling 120 miles per hour, and we're just hitting it with no brakes.
You're just getting anybody you could?
Anybody we could.
Yeah.
We did hire somebody that we trust, but other people sometimes, you know, unfortunately, I don't like to use the word did us dirty, but you know. They did us dirty. Yeah. But you just gotta take your time and hire somebody you trust.
Yeah, you guys are getting kicked out by the city, getting taxed by the neighborhoods, and your own employees are stealing from you. Yeah. Oh man,
it's a cold world. Yeah. Shout out J. Cole. Yeah.
Okay. Next, what do we have? Taxes. Do you have more taxes? Any more taxes with the
taxes?
Truck?
I mean, depending what you want to do, like I'm not a tax professional, but I mean, if we're just shooting our shot, we're there 6 months, you could register your DBA and declare taxes. Of course, you should be declaring taxes.
Okay.
And you know, or get a LLC, whatever.
Yeah.
But we didn't really do much of that. We did get a DBA with the city because you know we wanted to already, you know, we're already forecasting the future. You know, we're already manifesting a success. So we did get a DBA.
Yeah, I want to go in clean, be legit, and protect yourselves. No.
Yeah, protect ourselves. Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, so now, so I buy my taco truck. I have my location to park it. I have my tools, everything I need, right? What about when I'm done selling at night? Can I just take my taco truck, park it in my driveway, and you know, call it a day?
No, not at all, not at all.
So how does that work?
So you got to park it at an approved overnight location by the city.
By the city?
Yeah, it has to be approved by the city. You can't just park it in your house, your uncle's driveway, or in La Esquina, or, you know, a little dead end.
Because I've seen some places where they leave their trucks overnight on the sidewalk. And,
oh, yeah, I seen that too. You know, shout out to them for saving money. But other than that, like, you can't.
You get caught, you get busted.
You get caught, you get fined, you get busted. Hopefully you don't. But yeah, we're trying to do everything legit and do the overnight parking.
So how does that work? You go find a place where you can park the loncheras, the taco trucks, or whatever. What's the cost associated with that?
Sheesh. 1 month in, I was already gonna quit the lonchera place and look for a place to lease land and just, you know, that'll be another show. But overnight parking was about $1,000 a month. It was $960 to
just
rent
park
a space just to park overnight your
just to park
trailer or truck. Yeah.
And what do they offer? What does that place offer? Is it just like a parking spot, or do they offer any
It's a parking spot. They give you 100% electricity, overnight electricity to keep everything fresh. The fridge,
okay, that makes sense.
The meat, everything.
Water,
you get
right?
Water. You get ice.
Ice. Like, what do you mean ice? Like bags of ice or what?
There's a whole big machine that makes ice for everybody, and you just, you know, for the pretty much for your sodas for overnight.
I think I saw it. Does it look like a freaking huge building?
Yeah, it's
it looks,
huge,
it's
man.
like
It
a
looks
little
like a
mini building. I
transformer.
was like, what
Yeah.
is that? I think that's what it was, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. So that's a lot of cost for
That's a
them.
lot of
but
ice,
still,
dude. That's
man.
a lot of ice.
Yeah, they had about 120 trucks
Okay.
parked there. Yeah.
And 120 trucks.
120
Damn, dude.
trucks,
So
yeah.
they're making 120,000 a month and just parking.
God bless them. Yeah. God bless them.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And I think that place had like another place like across the street,
Yeah,
huh?
across
With
the
like
street.
more
Yeah.
trucks.
Yeah, across the street. And
Jeez.
God bless the owner. Yeah, that's
Damn, I could
smart.
just imagine 250,000 a month on just parking spots. You know, a little electricity, a little ice, water. Come on,
That's about
dude.
it. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Gotta have a little plug there.
Yeah,
Inside
with the city,
give you an
huh?
okay to register to zone that land. Yeah.
Jeez, dude, that's amazing.
Yeah, and also that place you have you're able to buy your sodas, your products. Mostly a lot of these places that you could park overnight.
Is it other wholesalers or is it that place alone that sells the items?
Well, there's other wholesalers. You could go to downtown LA. There's a right here in LA. There's a lot of places. JC Foods, if I'm not mistaken.
JC Foods,
There's a
okay.
bunch of places in downtown LA.
And what do you need? Just your seller's permit?
Yeah, your seller's
That's it?
permit. They'll let you in. You'll buy prices at wholesale,
Mm-hmm.
sodas, all that good stuff. Or sometimes even you could go to Costco.
Yeah.
You know, you got the business Costco. Sometimes they're very competitive. So
Yeah.
I mean, wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
Wherever you want to go. Yeah.
What was your most profitable item? Do you think you would say was it the sodas? Was it the tacos?
It
burritos?
was I want to say like the chicken tacos,
the chicken
low
tacos.
cost,
Was it
and
'cause
also
chickens. Sorry,
the beverages.
the beverages.
Wherever you go, like a lot of restaurants, sodas will be $3, be $5. You know, that's where they get a lot of their money coming in because you're not just gonna eat. You're gonna drink because
Yeah.
you're gonna be choking on that chorizo taco or whatnot. So you know you gotta get something to drink. And but yeah, it was a chicken, tacos, and beverages. Yeah, sodas and all whatnot.
Okay, yeah, I remember you guys used to have like all the. Oh, you guys didn't make any aguas aguas
No,
frescas,
we
no?
didn't. We didn't. We're
Yeah, you
like
guys
a
would've
small
made
scale
bank on that.
operation.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
dude.
would have. It was just it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work, and there was a lot of people on ship to like kind of like put in that footwork, that manpower. All respect to shout out to my mom and my dad, but
Dude,
like,
shout out to your mom. Your mom knows how to
Yeah,
make anything,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I've never had like. It sucks to go to a Mexican restaurant and go eat because I've had better at your house, dude.
yeah.
It's like she knows how to make everything and it's so good, dude. Like burritos, flautas, even like soups and stuff. It's like what the heck?
Yeah, she don't like going out. Even when I
Yeah.
invited her to take her to a restaurant, she was like, "I'll just cook it at home."
So she was she the cook at the taco truck? Or?
For the majority of what she specialized in was birria. So that's what she would cook, and that was one of the
what is
specialties
that?
in the
For
truck.
people that don't know, what's birria?
Pretty much, birria is gonna be like a specialty dish that my mom focused on, and that's what we sold the majority. And that actually brought us a lot of revenue too, because you know people were willing to pay for birria.
Yeah, people pay more for that,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. So it was birria, it was chicken, and also the drinks, the sodas.
And at that time was birria like because I know now they have like birria noodles, birria everything. At that time was it still kind of new? Was it like
It was relatively new. You know, people
Yeah.
were doing some funky stuff like I mean, I like it. I'm not gonna say the pizzas,
Oh,
the
yeah, I've seen that,
noodles.
yeah.
So it was pretty fire. You know, other trucks were doing all crazy stuff, and you know, and that's good. You gotta reinvent the wheel sometimes. You know, you gotta do something different.
was that before or after Teddy's?
I don't remember, man.
No,
I don't
'Cause
remember.
I know Teddy's got huge.
Yeah,
they
it
exploded.
blew up. It blew up.
And
They
they're
had if I'm not mistaken, a Super Bowl commercial ad
Yeah.
where they came out,
Yeah.
and that's good, man. They
Yeah, dude.
blew up.
I know they started off like in South LA, right? Like on the railroad tracks or something.
Yeah,
Like on the
the
railroad.
train tracks,
if anybody
man.
like on Slauson, you pass by there, you'll be
Yeah.
like, what the heck?
That's where you get the real food.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the hood.
Yeah, those-
you know, you got to get a little bit of pollution up with the tacos for every bite. So you know that's where the real food's
Yeah.
at.
Yeah, that's amazing, dude. Okay, so yeah, shout out to your mom again for making
Yeah,
some
for sure.
delicious food.
For sure.
So you guys would buy like your food, like your meat wholesale, or what?
We will
Where do you
buy-
guys go? I don't get that. Like, where do you go buy all this meat? Because I never gone to like the grocery store and seen someone buy like freaking give me 100 pounds of meat. You know. So where do you guys go buy your?
Sometimes you gotta go deep in the trenches to get like
Don't say
the
that.
cheapest meat. No, I'm not talking about like low quality meat. I'm
Okay.
talking about like best prices. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know where they get it from. All I know is where I'm getting it from.
You know it's meat.
and it's meat, and it's at a good price. So you know that's where we get it. We had a spot right here in South Central. I forgot the streets, to be honest with you. Around 47th, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. It was a few years ago, and that's where we would get a lot of our wholesale meat at great prices. Pretty much like no lie, maybe like 30% off regular, like, you know, Superiors, Albertsons, all that, all those places, all those
Okay.
prices. Yeah.
So how do you know about these places?
Okay.
Is it word of mouth, or do you like? How do you find out?
It's word of mouth. We found a lot of things through word of mouth, and
Yeah.
also the guy that actually leased us the trailer, he hooked us up and he put us on game on that spot.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's good,
Yeah,
yeah.
he hooked us up. Yeah, he gave us
Yeah,
a little pathway, little road for that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah, because I could just imagine, you're starting off, and it's like, yeah, it's like you're finding a place to set up, and then like now it's like, where do you go buy your meat, right?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
all these places are like hidden.
And we learned a lot of hacks.
Yeah.
We learned a lot of hacks, especially with him. He showed us, there was I don't know if I should be saying this, but, sometimes people get extra money on their, little EBT cards and, flipping them 2 for $1. And, sometimes we would get a meat half price, paying with the greenbacks, allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Some
Let me
people,
throw
right?
that
Not
out
you
there.
guys.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of different hacks and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Well, I mean, yeah, you guys are starting off. You have you have the cost of the trailer, you have cost of the parking, you have freaking employees stealing from you
Oh,
guys.
yeah, man.
And you have the hoods taxing you guys.
Yeah.
That's insane, dude. So you have
The
to be
hoods,
making
the
like
hoodies.
what? Like at least 500 a day?
Easily, but
Yeah.
there was, I know there was trucks out there, and there's still trucks out there that are making like 20, 30 grand a month easily. No hesitation. The only thing is that you just got to put in that footwork, that grind, that word of mouth, all that good stuff, because you can make money. You can make
Okay,
a lot
so
of money.
let's talk about one of your best days and one of your worst days, cash wise.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, and this is unfortunate,
Yeah.
one of the best days, it was probably like $900.
$900?
$900. Yeah, we kept grinding. We kept
Yeah.
getting beat up.
Yeah.
Nothing happens overnight. We
Yeah.
know we're gonna take a L for a while and just pretty much just get enough to pretty much pay ourselves the debt that we incurred. And yeah, we're probably breaking even most of the time. And $0. Yeah,
Now
$0.
the $900 that you made, was that like maybe your first month, or was that like towards the end, or how did
It was our first month, and
Your
it was
first month?
also some events that we did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some events,
because
yeah.
of that, because of the events.
Yeah,
What
so-
about your worst days? Like, how much do you guys make?
Man, we would take a stress and a headache. That's what we were making. Stress and headaches.
So
yeah.
what, like $100, under $100?
$100, $0 too.
No, I
yeah,
don't believe
$0. Yeah, we would even be negative because we would be eating the food. We'll be drinking the monsters. Yeah, we'll be negative, in debt, wasting gas, all that.
Ah,
Yeah,
man, that
so it was
breaks
an
my
experience.
heart.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
that breaks my heart, because I know I went with you guys like a couple times to help
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
Dude, I mean, I went with you guys to one event.
Yeah.
And that event, I mean, it was fast.
I think that was like our first event that we ever did. Yeah,
that was fast
That was
paced,
our
dude.
first
I was
one.
like killing it. I was like making the tacos and everything.
Yeah.
I was kind of shy to charge. I didn't want to charge because I was like, it's like,
I think that event was a barbering competition, right?
it was a barbering. Yeah, it was.
a barbering
It was.
competition. Yeah, we pulled
Yeah.
up and we showed up. I think
Yeah.
it was like we got the day before we got the trailer and the van, and I think an experience happened that day. I don't know if we should mention it, but
Yeah.
it's live. We're gonna say everything. So what happened that
Oh,
day? You were there. I was running
goodness,
around like a chicken without a head with the
Dude,
van.
it's funny because everybody was inside the event, and I guess we're gonna set up, right? So as soon as I guess they took an intermission, right? They like paused it for a second, like a
Yeah.
little break. everybody just flooded the truck, right? But we weren't ready yet.
Yeah.
So I had to go inside the van, like the little white van you guys had, to get some. I forgot what it was. It was something inside the van that I had to get. Dude, I opened up the door and there's like 500 cockroaches running around. And I'm like, oh. Did anybody see that? And boom! I closed it up, and I told her that I was like,
No way! I didn't believe you.
I
at
told
the
her that
time.
I'm like, I'm not gonna open that anymore.
I didn't believe you,
dude. It was like one of those raid commercials. I used to be the raid, like raid,
and that wasn't us. We didn't know.
Yeah, it wasn't you guys.
The truck clean.
Yeah.
Well, at least the trailer was clean, right?
The trailer was clean. I think the guy that was leasing you the truck, the van.
Yeah.
It was like he was like a dirty dude or whatever. But it's like he left food there overnight, or I don't know what happened, dude. But I've never seen so many roaches in my life.
It was infested, and but if there's no roaches there, I ain't eating. So the best places got critters.
Yeah, the trailer was clean. Yeah, I can vouch for that. But the van was something else. That was
pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Yeah,
you guys should have bombed.
You guys remember that event? Bull Heights, I believe.
Yeah. All right. So for somebody starting in the business, the taco truck business, what are your days look like? Like the hours?
Oh Jesus, man!
What time do you wake up to set up and everything? Like, and what time do you guys close? And what time? And you guys still got, and you can't. It's like a kitchen, right? Once you're done with dinner, you still gotta clean the dishes and you gotta clean everything up. If not, you're gonna get bugs and roaches, right? So
exactly.
So what are the hours like?
Pretty much the hours are like I think we're running like 14-day hours.
14. It was. So what time do you wake up?
Man, waking up like around 6.
Yeah.
Getting ready, doing all that good stuff, prepping the meat at the house.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be at the. Luckily enough, it was we live like 5 minutes away from the where we stationed the truck. So pretty much, be there at 8.
Mm-hmm.
Try to take off between 9. Sometimes we would take off at 10. And the reason that we would run those 14-day hours was because any spot that we would land on, we want the trailer to be seen, to be known.
Mm-hmm.
I want people, when they're driving home from work, to know that the trailer's there. So when they come back, they might stop where we're at. So that was one of the main reasons that we would run those 14-day hours, because simply after, you got a lot of clientela, you got a lot of people coming in, you could station now in the afternoons, maybe like 4 to like 10 or 12 at night.
Yeah.
But we had to run it a little bit longer. So yeah, that's what we were doing. Yeah.
Damn, those were some long days, dude.
Were some long days, long nights.
I remember your dad, like I never seen him so tired before. Like he would wake up early.
Oh yeah.
He would have so much energy, but at the end of the day, you would see his eyes and he just looked
He was tired.
Dude.
He was gone. Yeah.
And I went with you guys one or two times again, like to help your dad clean up.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, dude. I was just like out of fed up, dude. Like everything, like you gotta clean all the dishes.
Doing that daily.
I just imagine like not making money. You're tired from like being on your feet for like 14 hours, and then you gotta go clean this
it's
truck.
A headache. You just want to throw everything in the ground, like
And like if anybody has worked in a restaurant or anything, you know how tough it is to wash dishes. It's like it's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's like you get wet, it stinks, and then you still have to like kind of wait for everything to dry, and you put it away, and then you gotta we were washing down the carpets and everything.
Oh yeah, because you got people to do that in the restaurant. You got the busboys, you got the chef, you got the waiters, everything. It was just a small scale operation. We're doing everything.
It's just you guys doing everything, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks because at the end of the day, your employees that you had, like as soon as they're done charging or being cashiers, boom, they'd go home.
They're gone.
And it's just up to you and your dad, right?
One thing that, like I talked about hacks earlier, one of the things was that there was people that actually worked there, and their livelihood was pretty much cleaning the trailers. Mm-hmm. So we would pay them sometimes maybe $120 a week.
A week?
Which is not bad.
That's not bad, dude.
$120 a week to wash the plancha, wash the ground, the carpet, and
the dishes.
And the dishes.
Okay.
And because they had their own dishes, the station, it was just $120 a week. And they would wash all that. And to me, that was worth like $300.
Yeah, that's a good deal if you're making money. If you're not making money,
if you're not making money, you're washing the dishes
back to wash the
there. I'm ready for marriage. You're cleaning, cooking, all that.
All right, man. So I know like money is a big motivator to a lot of people, well, to all of us. You're making money, but what about like you're not making any money, dude? You're working 14 hours a day. Like what goes through your mind at night? Like especially when you were halfway. I already know like in the beginning you guys were making money, but then the city started getting tough on you guys, and kicking you guys out. So I saw that decline. So what was going through your mind at that time? Like you knew you had to wake up in a couple hours. You already knew you're not gonna make anything.
Yeah.
Like what would go through your mind? Like what kept you going?
Oof. I was stressed out. My bills kept me going, but other than that, it was just pretty much my dad. He liked the whole cooking aspect, the trail aspect. I think that's one things that he always aspired to do.
Yeah.
And it's not my thing. I'm not a kitchen guy. I'm not a cooking guy. I'll cook for myself or for my significant other. But other than that, I ain't touching the kitchen.
Yeah.
All respects to food service people, but that's not my thing. That's not my thing. So pretty much what kept me going was, I think it was more of a vision for my dad.
He never complained. He never said anything.
He never complained. He enjoys. Well, he didn't enjoy every second.
Yeah.
Of it, but, he ain't gonna complain if he has an opportunity. But yeah, it was that, and gotta make some money.
Yeah,
Bills,
dude. Your dad never gave up, even when you guys were done with the taco truck, and he got another.
He still kept going. He still kept going because I went back.
Yeah, because you guys, to fast forward, you guys gave up the truck, right? You guys don't have to deal with it anymore.
Yes.
At the end, it's like my dealership experience, right? You pay so much in taxes, and then you have so many fees associated with your business. At the end of the day, it's better just to do things like dirty, like everybody else, right? Like sell cars on the street, just like on Craigslist or whatever. So your dad was like, okay, screw this, too many fees. We're not gonna keep going. You're not making money.
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, I'm gonna try with the freaking what do they call it? Like on the
It was just a little
cart, right?
A little
cart.
taco cart.
Yeah,
A
little
taco
$500
cart.
cart.
It was little taco cart. He started doing his own thing. I actually went back to work.
Okay.
I think what was it, like 4 months in? I said, you know what?
Yeah.
I need to make some money. I need to pay some bills, and I got it.
He left on his own.
Yeah. Well, look, the thing is, like I said, the kitchen experience is not my thing. You know, I like sales. I like talking to people. I like witty, whatever.
Yeah.
And backtrack. I think I was just I had it. I just didn't want to work. I felt like I was a hamster, like a lot of people do, in that endless wheel. And I just said, you know what? It's a better decision if I go back to work, because I would make enough to actually pay somebody a salary to actually be working there, instead of somebody that does not enjoy the craft. Go where I was making money. So I went back.
It was probably too, because even me, I've done just recently, doing my thing, and I didn't think I would enjoy it, but I don't know what it is after you give yourself, after you see the money and you're doing a little better. But I could imagine because you didn't see the money coming in. It wasn't a motivator, right?
It wasn't really motivating me. So I was just like, you know what? The ship is sinking. Like I gotta go patch that hole up. So that's why I went back. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about just feeling overworked. I know your mom was working your mom was working as much as you guys were.
Yeah, almost definitely. Cooking food, all that takes hours.
Your sister was helping you guys out.
Priscilla showed up, all that stuff, and man, we had some crazy events.
Yeah.
Like when it was raining, there was one time that it was raining and the trailer was leaking from the roof. Yeah, a lot of stressors, man. A lot of stressors. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I remember those days. Those days were horrible. I never want to go back to that.
Yeah, forget that. Yeah. If somebody wants to do it, we got the insight, we got all that. But
I mean, you guys want to give it a shot? Give it a shot. You never know.
Almost
we're not telling you guys
try it out
to quit or not do it, but
we're giving you the pros and cons, the good, the bad, and
letting you know what you might expect. Because that life, dude, is horrible. You just gotta give it all you got.
Yeah.
But eventually you'll be successful. But if you do it the right way, you gotta do your research. You gotta have a business plan.
Yeah.
To have some capital ready. Something goes bad, because you guys had some problems too. I think what happened? Oh, talk about the funny experience, dude, with the trailer, with the trailer on the freeway.
Oh my God. Okay, so pretty much a lot of the crazy stuff that's happened is that when my dad was driving the trailer with one of the guys that was working with us, Pancho, the trailer unhooked and bounced out of the hitch. It just scraped and it just started rolling by itself.
No, on the freeway?
No, not on the freeway. On the on-ramp. Yeah, on the on-ramp. Like going in. Yeah, so my daddy, hopped off.
What happened to everything? It didn't crash into the wall?
It just slid maybe 5-6 feet.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen once. It didn't happen twice. It happened 5 times. 5 times. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy stuff, man.
Oh
Crazy
man,
stuff.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
because when you do your own business, like you like even though you never hitched the trailer before, you have to learn all that. You have to learn all these
Yeah,
little
little things that
things.
you're like, oh,
Yeah,
it's common sense, from the smallest things to the biggest things.
yeah,
We think it's common sense, but
yeah.
it's not.
It's not. Yeah,
Yeah.
even like backing up the trailer into the
Oh
all
yeah.
that stuff. I remember
Oh
like
yeah.
that would be like another freaking 20 minutes
That's
at
like
the
you gotta have your
yard.
class A backing up that van and that trailer.
It's
Yeah.
like yeah, I remember I gave it a shot once and I couldn't get it. Like it's like
I
yeah,
never even tried.
yeah.
I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, so talked about overworked, the whole, your whole family being in, your whole family helping out.
Yeah.
Um, let's see.
What
Um,
else happened? A lot of things happened,
yeah,
man.
didn't something happen with your dad at the van floor got smashed too? Something. I remember I came to your house one day and the freaking like window was cracked in the back and it was like out of place and
Oh
everything.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I think the van door when he was driving it, it
yeah.
flew open and stuff was like flying out when he was driving it. What else happened? Um, a lot of things, man. A lot of things.
Yeah, dude. There's so many variables. I even remember. I don't even know why, but one time I want to go support you guys, and I had your tacos, and it tastes like freaking hot dogs.
Oh yeah, I don't know what happened that day. It was a pastor tacos, and,
Yeah.
and you know what? That day you said that,
Yeah.
and somebody else said that.
Yeah, that tastes like
Frank
hot dogs?
Pancho said that,
Yeah.
and we just like closed shop. We threw everything away, and then we just decided to call it a day. Yeah, we're working a lot of hours.
Yeah.
We only had I think Sundays off. I think the third or fourth month we started having Sundays and Mondays off,
Yeah.
just for our sanity because it was a lot to get into. But yeah.
Oh, okay, so now that we're talking about that, like the tacos taste like hot dogs, and I was like, what the heck? How does that even happen?
Special sauce.
What was your like the food cost? Like how much would you guys like? How do you know how much meat to buy? Because I know food expires, right?
Okay,
So
yeah.
that's a big that's a big factor.
Yeah.
Like how many pounds of meat would you buy a day, or how long does meat last for people out there that want to do their own food trucks? Like how much should they buy?
I mean, it just depends. I want to say, like, if you're just starting out, most definitely don't go too crazy. Don't go too overboard. It's usually rule of thumb, like when you do like catering for, at least from my knowledge, because my dad's the one that knows a little bit more about it, is that 2 pounds per one person when you like go do a catering event.
2 pounds of meat for one person?
Yeah,
That's a lot of meat.
Yeah, yeah. So, oh, I'm sorry. I'm
2 pounds, right?
1 pound for 2 people.
Ah, okay,
There we go.
Yeah,
So,
2 pounds, dude, that's a lot of
so we
food,
wouldn't
yeah.
even get a lot. We would probably get like like 15 pounds of each. And it was
how many meats? So it would be
we'll keep it simple. Keep it simple. Stupid. It was a asada, pastor, chicken, and tripa. So that was like our specialty. And a lot of people like the tripa because we actually like clean it.
Frankie.
Yeah, shout out. And then also the birria. So it was we try to keep it simple as possible. So it was just that. And then something that I do want to say is that try to make yourself different, stand out. Somebody advised us to make it a little bit different, like make like a super big taco or whatever. But always do something different. Take risk, and like I said earlier, reinvent the wheel. Do something crazy. That's what people like. That's why people watch novelas and TV series.
Yeah.
We love drama. We love to talk about stuff, and we love different things.
Yeah, kind of up the bar every time.
Yeah,
huh?
do something different.
So
Yeah.
I know you're telling me something too. I know it's more towards the end, but you're talking about also keeping it simple, right? You don't want to have a crazy menu because I know when you guys got the taco truck, it was wrapped.
Yeah.
And these guys sold like 20 different things, like soups.
Oh,
And like plates.
yeah.
And it's like, how the hell are you running all that from that little trailer? It's like, where do you keep
Exactly.
all that? And like, it's kind of, if you think about it too, it's like, how old is that stuff?
Yeah.
Because it's like, how many soups do you sell a day?
Yeah, we had to kind of like black out those because a lot of people will pull over and be like, "Give me that plato
Yeah, like, I don't
or
have
that
that."
sopa or whatever."
Yeah.
It's like, what are you talking about? Yeah, so we did that. So just keep it simple.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Don't go crazy.
So what do you say? Tacos, burritos?
Tacos, burritos, quesadillas, simple stuff. Nothing crazy.
And
nothing
maybe
crazy.
do something cool with that, right? Like
Yeah.
add
Manufacture it, get
cheese on the
something ready.
burritos, add cheese on the
Yeah,
tacos.
some vampiros,
Yeah.
some freaking some mulitas.
Yeah.
Something
Keep it
different.
simple, huh?
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. Like Taco
Yeah.
Bell, huh?
Yeah.
These guys sell like 20 different things, but it's all the same thing. It's all
Stoner
beef,
food, yeah.
beans, and tortillas.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, yeah, and they're successful, so no hate. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say let's talk about the time span. from when you guys started to when you guys till you went back to work? You said it was like 4 months in.
It was like 4 months in, about 3.5 months in. I talked to my dad and I said, you know what? Financially, I already see where we're at and what we're going through. And I told him, you know what? I think it's in our best benefit if I go back to work and actually support whatever bills that were coming in through the traila or personal, or also get somebody to help us with the trailer, because he saw me and who knows me better than my pops. So he saw that this wasn't really for me. He knows where I belong, and he's told me that sales is what I love to do. So I went back to it, and 3.5 months in, and I think it was the best decision I could make. I understood the business, I saw it, and I could actually manage it and observe it from far. So I think that was the best move I could have made. So pretty much like 3.5, 4 months in, I went back to work. Yeah.
Okay. Your dad wasn't upset, right?
Oh no, he was happy. He was probably like less stressed that I was gone, because
Yeah, and
I'm pretty kind of hard to work with.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm gonna say this too. I remember, I know you guys leased the truck for 6 months.
Yeah.
I want to say in the 5th month, I kind of saw your dad give up already, but kind of in a good way. He wasn't stressed out anymore. He was kind of today I'm gonna take the day. It's raining or whatever.
Yeah.
As opposed to in the beginning, it was
Yeah.
day and night, no matter what.
Yeah.
But it was cool because it was kind of it's fine. I can give up, not
It
give
was an
up, but yeah, it was an experience.
Yeah, that he
that's
wanted
what
to fulfill.
Yeah.
And you know what? That was fulfilling in itself for me. It costed time, money, and all that good stuff. But what doesn't?
Yeah.
Working, different jobs, you're gonna find out what you love to do. It's like being in a relationship. Sometimes you meet different people and you find something that you like, you don't like, and you just keep you keep growing. You keep growing. So I think he saw that, and we actually talked. We actually talked during that time and said, hey, you know what? What if we just minimize cost and everything, less stress, and get a little taco cart for him?
Okay.
And
yeah.
it was the best thing that we should have done since the beginning.
Yeah.
But situation.
So you know what? Yeah,
let's want to do something different.
Let's hop into that. So let's say, what would you go back in time? What would you do differently right now?
Eesh. Let me stretch. Dodger Stadium, 7th inning. One.
Yeah.
Solid business plan, solid.
Okay.
Do your research, due diligence. I'm not saying don't jump into something and do it. By all means, do it, because you run out of gas the next day, the next hour, the next minute. If you feel something, do it. Trust your gut always. The next thing I would say is after business plan, do an emergency fund. You should already have one, but do an emergency fund 6 months out for whatever costs. Towards a business or your personal bills. So I would say do that. And then also,
so what, maybe keep $5,000 on hand?
Whatever's your cost for personal cost for 6 months, have that.
Okay, yeah. That makes
if you
sense.
can have double, triple, by all means.
Dave Ramsey.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and try to go in without having any debt, like credit cards or anything like that. And also social media. I think social media was one of the biggest factors in today's world, is that get your brand out there, get your name out there, collab with people, join events where there's other catering trucks or whatever it may be. If you do nails, you do hairs, hair, go and collaborate, get your name out. So I would say social media, get your name out. Hey, give out some free food to some influencers, whatever, pull people in. So I would say those are some of the biggest things that I would do different. And with that, comes in hiring the right people.
Yeah.
Seeing what cities you could, because originally we wanted to go to San Bernardino. We actually drove to San Bernardino to try to see if we could put a trailer over there, because we would go to a casino a lot over there. Yeah, Yamava. Or
now it's crazy. I know you've been there. The other night I passed by. It's flooded with everybody sells the same thing. It's like aguas and tacos and what are they called? The crepes.
Oh, yeah. So it was 2017, 18. There was nothing there, and we wanted to do something there, because we got tired of that You know,
Yeah, that would've
not
been
talking
cool.
bad about George Lopez. You know, so his food is really good, but the food in there is,
Yeah.
you know, we got a little bit, like I said before, a little bit of dust, a little bit of pollution, a little bit of pollen, whatever. You know, the tacos give it that extra
Yeah.
sauce.
So what happened? You guys didn't end up going or what?
No, we didn't end
No?
up going. It wasn't approved yet, so we just
Oh,
focused
because the city
in
again?
LA, and we
Yeah.
stayed in LA. Yeah,
So that's what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, dude, LA stinks.
yeah. You know.
It's so much regulation, but hey, you can live on the sidewalk, huh?
I would say you can live with those sidewalk. Yeah, you could. I would say just do it. Whatever you're gonna do, just do
Yeah.
it. Pull the trigger, and just do it on the table, under the water, whatever. You know.
Okay, so that's what you would do different, but
I would. Yeah.
so let's give some advice to the newbies.
Yeah.
So we talked about the menu, keeping it simple, right?
Okay.
Business plan, you know, the EBT plug.
Yeah.
You know, start small. Buying versus leasing.
Okay.
What about that? You talked
yeah.
about something about the permits.
Yeah.
And like transferring them.
I would say if you don't have that availability of that extra money, either partner up with somebody. That's like 10%. You should or should not do, or just lease it. Lease the vehicle. I mean, lease it. Why? You're not gonna get stuck with the trailer if it doesn't work out. And just cost is relatively like super low. You know, you don't have to get your credit involved. You don't have to do any extra stuff that you would go in with either financing or just putting up so much capital up front. You know, invest it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So I would say that. Yeah.
Okay.
Lease.
And you said something about the permits too, right? You said that if you already leased the truck from somebody else.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, right.
most definitely. So pretty much that trailer was pretty much grandfathered in. So if you were to buy a new trailer, of course, you know, the city's going to inspect it.
That's because
If
you're changing the name.
you're changing the name,
okay.
yeah. So
You're transferring that, like, the title
You're
and stuff.
transferring
Ah,
title.
okay,
So
okay,
pretty
okay.
much they're gonna have to come in, and if the city made new regulations that you have to do add a whatever it is, another sink, or make it a little bit bigger, that's gonna be another cost added. So pretty much if you could just maintain the name of the person on the lease. Well, on the registration, just keep it like that.
Okay.
Like, don't change
That's
anything.
good
you know?
advice, yeah.
Yeah, because it's gonna cost.
Yeah,
it's gonna cost
those
you a lot.
permits. Those permits are expensive. I know firsthand.
Oh
dude.
yeah, and I know you went through some trouble with the
yeah,
dealership and all
you
that.
got to rehaul like the whole thing.
Oh
dude.
yeah. So I
that's-
would say that
yeah.
that's a big one. Grandfathered in. Make sure the trailer or the truck are grandfathered in. Yeah.
Anything else you want to tell people? You want to hit on or something?
Jeez.
Some knowledge.
Knowledge. I would say just do it. You know, just do it. If you see yourself doing something, do the proper thing. Ask around. Walk into the place. There's nobody that I know at least that has a business that doesn't like getting asked questions. We love getting asked questions,
do.
you know.
Yeah.
And also, if you fail one time, you fail two times, fail a million times. You know, you tried. You never know until you try. So, like everybody says, you know, jump in the water. That's all. The only way you're gonna learn how to swim. So I would say just go for it. Shoot it. Yeah.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. You yourself, anything? Because I know you saw, you know, us suffering firsthand. So I mean,
Let's see. Nah, man. Like, yeah, it's a tough job, dude. Like, food service it takes a lot.
yeah. I mean, try something new. But if you see that it's not working out for you, or it's not your bread and butter.
Yeah.
You know, try to finance it from the back. You don't always have to be the head. Sometimes you could be the tail. And you know, usually what do they say? The last shall be first. So you'll be managing from back there. So, you know, yeah, you'll be managing from the back, but, you know, that's where the best view's at. Yeah, but
Yeah, I think.
what else we got? I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that wraps it up.
Yep, that wraps it up. So, I mean, if you guys have any other questions, follow us. TikTok, we got Instagram going on, we got Twitter. What else we got?
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it, right?
I mean,
YouTube.
yeah,
Well,
YouTube.
YouTube, you're gonna be checking it out, and then also we're throwing the podcast on Anchor FM, and we're gonna shoot it out. So I mean, definitely look out for that. And how many are we gonna be doing of these?
Yeah, so what we want to do right now is maybe do 2 podcasts a month and 2 YouTube videos a month. So 2 and 2.
Yeah. So we both got full-time jobs, and
Yeah, right now
we
we're
got this
a little
full-time
busy,
thing
but you
going
know
on,
we're trying to
so-
make it work. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you guys have any questions about what we talked about today, especially the food trucks and all that, you want
Oh
to
yeah, ask
you have any
away.
questions for Miguel, don't message us on Instagram because Instagram gets flooded. Just message us on, leave a comment on YouTube,
Yeah, on
and we'll get
YouTube.
to it.
Yeah,
And
flood us
then
there.
yeah, because then everybody will, if there's like a liked message, it'll hit the top, and then you guys can just, if you have any questions, maybe already be
Yeah,
on
or if we
there.
don't follow you, like
Yeah.
we're not gonna be able to see the messages. So
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 message
yeah,
us, leave us a comment on YouTube, and that's where we're gonna see your question. If you guys have any questions about the food truck,
for sure.
yeah,
Or if you'd like to be on the podcast, shoot us a message.
yeah, shoot
Or
us a
if you want
message.
us
Any
to be
entrepreneurs?
on your podcast,
Yeah.
let us know.
Yeah,
For
next
sure.
next episode is gonna be pretty interesting. It's gonna be
Oh
it's
yeah, it's
gonna be
Torrance
getting to know
time.
me,
Yes,
where I come
sir.
from, my background, and
Dealership
the
life, all
dealership
that good
life,
stuff.
dude.
So
Yeah.
dealership, man. If we can make it happen, why not you? All right, so
Yeah,
that's
so
about it.
yeah, so hit us up. If you guys want to come up on our podcast, on our YouTube,
Yeah.
send us a message right there on. If you guys are entrepreneurs and do want to come on the podcast or YouTube video, do message us on Instagram directly, please.
All right. So thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys.
More than
We'll see you
wages.
guys in 2 weeks.
Adios.
Peace.